Everyone, Nubkex here. Welcome back to Nub Raids, where I'm recording this video on holiday. That's right, we're doing it. It's happening. Because Ultimate Death Knight has just come out, and I can't believe it. He actually has over 2,000 reviews in-game already, which is crazy. Around about, looks like 4.5 to 4.7 rating overall. So people think he's good. Pretty cool. I will do a full gameplay test and guide of him, show him in like Hydra teams and all of that next week when I'm back. But what I wanted to do today was walk you through how I build, or typically build, champions, and how I'm going to look at building Ultimate Death Knight. It was a comment I got when I asked you guys what sort of videos you'd like to see when I'm away, was how do you build a champion from scratch? What is your thought process? How do you do it? So we're gonna do it here today. So Ultimate Death Knight, I'm gonna presume you're somewhat familiar with his base kit, and we're just gonna focus on like the conclusions rather than breaking it down every single step. I definitely feel like this is a champion that's actually quite difficult to build. I feel like he needs actually a lot of stats. So he only has 2 attacks that attack, right? His third attack isn't an attack. So that for me usually means that building damage stats is not a massive part of building them. However, he does have really good multipliers on both his A1 and then his A2, which is an AoE. You can check the champion multipliers over on hellhades.com, for example. It shows you how hard they're actually going to scale off of their attacking stats. In this case, defense is his attacking stat. So I'm going to want to get good defense on him for damage, and I'd like to get good crit rate, but we might skip out on crit damage. The other thing about him is he has a shield that scales off defense. So that's really going to make defense good to build. I think he's definitely going to want to be a fast champion. We're going to want good speed because he's going out debuffing with provoke and decrease attack and fear. We want him to go fast and cycle through these abilities. Then the big question is as well with this passive where he's absorbing damage. That means he's probably going to want really good HP. So he's basically kind of wants everything. We'd love to get him with high resistance as well. He needs accuracy to land these debuffs. There's a lot of stuff going on. So basically what I'm going to do is jump in here. And usually for me, I'm usually building champions outside of CVC, right? I usually only rank them up and ascend, especially legendary champions, during CVC to maximize points. Not something you'll do if you're a new player. You're just going to build them straight away because he's going straight into your teams. But for me, this is what I will do. So we've got to imagine we've got an extra 5% crit rate here from our crit damage. Crit rate from Masteries. So if we come into this, and what I'm thinking is, in terms of sets, this is again one of the first things I'm going to look at. In terms of sets, I do think that probably Bolster set is going to be the best one. The other question mark though is Stone Skin. So Bolster giving us a big shield for 3 turns, that's protected, can't be stripped off, and then healing him every turn. I feel like that, I'm hoping this will be the best one, though it's difficult to get. This is from the Forge Pass, right? The shield hopefully will let him live in arena, and then the healing every turn is going to help him stay alive when he is redirecting those single target hits, and it's going to be good for him in other content as well in Hydra. Stone Skin is the other one I think could be really, really good. You get this from Hydra. This is going to just give you Stone Skin buff at the start of the round, which is effectively going to make him immune from damage, basically, which is definitely going to help him live, even with that single target damage passive, but he'd probably be slower, so I don't know. I'm going to try him out in Bolster first. There's always a bit of experimentation with this stuff. So I think I've got a few pieces rolled up that are pretty decent. This one has some crit rate, some speed. It's actually not that amazing, but it might do for now. I actually need to forge up more Bolster during CVC. So I'm going to use the fitting room. I'm just going to throw stuff on. This piece is actually pretty nice. The attack percent isn't good, but it does have defense percent. Crit rate, crit damage. Right, we'll throw that on. Cool. Okay. This shield, I think, I rolled up a bit. Yeah, speed, crit rate, defense percent. Let's go with that. Let's try it out. We'll come back. So with gloves, I'm thinking with gloves for him, crit rate gloves is probably the way to go to make sure he gets enough crit rate. And I don't think I have any crit rate gloves in Bolster, at least not yet. Oh wait, there's some. Defense percent, HP percent, attack. Okay, they could be okay. What I typically do is roll them up to level 8. I actually didn't realize I had these. Probably not going to use... ooh. HP percent and flat HP. It's okay. Probably not. Probably not going to use it. Chest is going to be awkward. The chest boots and everything and gloves are awkward. This one has defense percent accuracy on it. That's actually quite good. I have 2 million silver. I don't have a ton of silver, so we can't roll stuff up too crazy. Searching for speed. They might be alright, actually. defense and accuracy is actually quite good. We might be a little low on accuracy. There's another defense percent. It's not as good though. HP percent would be alright too. Yeah, sure, let's go with this chest, I think, because I doubt I have any speed boots. Yeah, here we go, and I'm just going to try this stuff on. Yeah, this is looking pretty normal. Alright, great, cool. So, there we are. So, right now he's quite slow. We'll have to try crank that speed up at least a little bit. We'll see how we go. So, now we've got those bits in. Let's go with these two. I'm definitely thinking the crit rate. Gloves, speed boots, we filtered for those two. We could filter for substats as well, but I'm not going to do that. Minimize this. And I'm going to put him in perception for a bit more, bit more speed and accuracy. We're low. We're low on those. Okay, so we've got speed with defense percent, crit rate. That looks good. And we've got one miserly pair of crit rate gloves. Oof, they're not very good. You know what? We might steal some. For the purposes of the video, we might steal some to make it better. My thumb blocking the camera. The camera is right beside the equipped button. Hey, what do you know? Hopefully I haven't put my hand over the microphone either. That always happens, doesn't it? Okay, Chinoru I don't really use. Okay, well, she doesn't have very good items on. That's also part of it. Oh, we could steal some gloves with speed from Deacon. I think we'll do that. Poor Deacon. Yeah, that's got attack on it. No. Also, don't use this guy. It's got a bunch of accuracy. We're losing a lot. We're very low on speed. That's my main concern right now. Yeah. What about her? She probably has good speed. No, no speed in her gloves. Never mind. Okay. So yeah, right. Let's go with this. I think this looks fairly reasonable. So yeah, right now we're sitting at 78% crit rate. I think we roll those gloves up. We're going to be pretty much good. We might have too much crit. We might have to reassess. We are a bit slow. He's going to get more speed. We roll up the boots though. We could glyph him. We've got the banner. Right, let's throw it on for now. There we go. Now one thing you want to do as well is, because I level up champions in Minotaur, don't want them to be too quick, right? So we can jump in, and I'll show you, like, what I'll usually do is jump in and I'll level them up from where they're at right now up in Minotaur. Usually I won't even throw gear on them at the start because I'm just leveling them up, right? So I'll throw them in right here. I was testing Turvold versus Whisper. Video on Turvold coming probably tomorrow. Yeah, I'll just throw him in as he is over here. Here we go. Where is he? He's down here. I almost pressed stop recording by accident. That would have been bad. Okay, ultimate death. And we'll just go in Minotaur and let him do his thing, basically. We'll just level him up that way. And then I will ascend him during CVC because it gives a lot of points. And yeah, that's basically the process right there. And the idea is that if you buy the Masteries, which we are going to do today for the purpose of the video, if you buy Masteries, it costs you 800 gems. If you grind it out in Minotaur, we should actually target the big guy here. Go Turvold, go. Big hits. If you grind them out in Minotaur, it usually costs you about 640, I think, 620, 640 gems worth of refills. So it actually saves you quite a bit of gems overall, but it just costs you a lot of time. But it also gives a lot of experience, and it gives some silver as well while you're doing it. So it is the better way to do it. Ooh, nice hit there, Turvold. Good job. He shouldn't be in here. Ethos can solo it, but it was just in to try out his damage and see it. So there we go. We're going to get some XP as we go for Ultimate Death Knight. We would slow to get his Masteries. I'm going to skip that step today. We're going to skip it. I'm just going to level him straight up. But you usually want these champions to be really slow when you're doing that. So we can put in our bruise. Here's another little tip. We can hit -1. Oh, look at that. We can see. Perfect. Wow. He's actually just super close to leveling. And then I'll fill that up with some level 1s just to minimize the brew cost. Then we can rank him up. I've got a bunch of chickens, so we can do that. There we go. He's ranked up. Lovely. And again, I will not do that, like rank him up. I won't do that unless it's in a champion training or CVC. I'll leave him at level 50 and we'll pause his Masteries. Don't want to waste any of that experience we could get in Minotaur. I'll just pause and not do it. Again, we are going to ascend him. I actually think I will need to brew up some potions here. Ascend him. Yeah, we are. Okay. So we're a little low on silver. I'm a little bit worried, but that's all right. It's accurate to the Nubkex gearing methodology where we actually run out of silver halfway through and can't complete it. Yeah, not enough silver even for the potions. Oops. Well, I spend all the silver there. What could possibly go wrong? Cool. Hopefully we might have enough to actually brew them up. Mistakes. we'll go sell some gear. Oh no, we've just enough. All right. And then I sell some gear so we can actually give him some skills, I suppose. But, all right, so he is leveled up at this point. Or not leveled up, is he? We've got the broom up as well, so we'll do that too. Here we go. But yeah, we can throw on his accessories, so let's do that now. And again, with the accessories, I'm definitely thinking we're going to be looking for defense percent, like defense glove, defense ring, I think. Yeah, because he's in a HP percent chest, so we're definitely going to want as much defense as we can on these other things. I might actually switch even that chest to defense chest, perhaps. We'll have to see. We'll get him up to 60 and then we'll double check. So I'll go into this, set for defense, and for these two, and we'll get him in an accuracy banner because he does need a lot more accuracy to actually work in Hydra and stuff. So here we go. We've got a ring here with not much. I'm looking for a ring that here we go, that has both defense percent and HP percent. Okay, we don't have any silver, so we'll just equip it. There we go. Try it on. Try on. There. Please, game. There we go. I'm thinking because his defense is probably a bit low, this actually looks good. It's got accuracy, crit damage. I'm actually going to give him this right now. Might switch that to a crit damage piece later. And then we'll go in for the banner. And we will just look for an accuracy banner with hopefully as much speed as we can get. So we'll look for speed. We've got him in counter attack accessories right now. So this is going to be maybe a little squishy for PvP, but it should hopefully be good everywhere else. So arena is going to be a problem. This looks okay. It's got some attack on it, mind you. They all have attack on them. Wow. Attack percent, can't escape it. Literally can't escape it. All right, well, good for bombers if we had any. Right. This is where we should really roll stuff up. So let me pause. I think I can pause with this app. Yeah, let's pause. I'll sell some gear, and then let's actually roll up these banners, make a good decision. All right, we're back. So I actually have some accessories from Grinding Spider that I could sell. I'm going to sell those off. This is... there we go. Pure authenticity here. Running out of silver. We're probably still going to run out of silver. This is literally how I level and gear champions. It's constant, happy to stop. Constant failure. Right, so back in, accuracy, please. We do want some speed because he is still slow. We're going to max out his bit. Usually the boots is the first thing I'll max out as well. Right, so here we go. Great. Let's do a quick roll up to 8. Rolling up to 8 does not cost much silver, and it gives you a pretty good idea. It gives you, what, half of the substats that you've rolled. Like there, we got HP and flat attack. That's not what we want, so we'll try a different one. Pity, because that was the fun banner. Here we go. Come on. We want to see 3 rolls in speed to make Death Knight fast. That'd be great. My arms are starting to get tired from holding this up. Okay, there we go. 1 roll in speed. We'll take it up to 12 now. That cost a lot of silver, that roll. Oh my god, that was unlucky. We might give up on the banner. Do one on this. It's got defense percent. Only 4 base speed, though. That's a real low roll in speed to start us off. Hey, you know what? We got defense, we got speed. We'll go with it. I'll roll it to 12 to check. There we go. 2 rolls in speed. Hey, it's something. We'll take it. We'll take it. Equip that. Bam. All right. At this point, how's he looking? He's looking like he's not max level yet. So let's roll him up, and it will give you a really good idea for how he is doing there. So again, I would normally never do this. I would normally never... Actually, we could use a barrel, right? I've got plenty of brews. Let's use the brews. Max them out. I would normally never actually brew up a champion like this. Again, usually just... Normally what I'll do, actually, I can show you exactly. Like, if we look at this, to max him out, it's 100 brews to get him to 60. If we do, like, 42 brews, let's say, if we do 43, so less than half of those brews, it gets him up to level 48, which is most of the power. So I usually get him up to level 48, and then finish off any remaining masteries we didn't get from level 1 to 50 when he was 5-star. I'll finish them off then. Because we still have more than half the XP we need to get to level 60 to go. So that can be a really good way where you get most of the power, and your champion will still be useful in like faction wars and stuff like that. But you don't need to, spend all your silver, all your brews doing it. Now I probably will brew him all the way up here just for today. We take a look at him. How's he looking now? Should be looking pretty all right. So his defense He's got 2.9. That's going to go a bit higher when stuff is rolled up. He is obviously slow. We need to roll it up. 40k HP, 200 accuracy. He's looking pretty good. He's looking all right. Here we go. So I want to roll at least these boots up to 12. That's going to be good. Boots to 12. And I want to do his masteries for you and show you how that's looking. And we've run out of silver pretty much again. I think we got an attack roll. Of course we did with the boots. It happens. But yeah, as you can see, it's a bit of a rough start overall, but I think he should be looking pretty solid when we're done. Now the ring is the one that I'm most worried about. Roll to 8. 2 rolls in HP percent. Okay, he's going to be definitely a high HP percent Death Knight here. He's going to be probably a little bit low on defense percent. We might need to switch that chest up to a defense percent one just to make his shield more powerful, but with the bolster shield, it is going to make that stronger. We can attempt to roll this to 8. We're not going to have enough silver though. We got it to 5. Got to roll in accuracy. That's really not bad. But when we start applying glyphs to accuracy, glyphs to speed, we can check out here with the boots. They go up to 45 speed, so we can imagine that's another 16 speed. So he's going to 16 speed on top of where he is. He is going to be a bit slow. I'd really rather get him to 220, but we're limited enough with the bolster gear that I have. I think he's going to be good for when we do a showcase of him. We can even throw him in for a little quick arena run here, under geared, and see how he does. He's actually going to work fine. Let's throw on his masteries first of all, though. So again, I would normally grind these out, but for the purpose of today, we're just going to buy these all. How I think to master him, pretty straightforward. Crit rate, I'm going to get him crit damage here. I'm actually, I think, going to get him Life Drinker for more healing. And I'm going to send him down the left-hand side of this tree to get War Master, because I really want to use him in Hydra. So there we go. We get him that stuff. Okay. Then I do think we're going to put him through the defense tree as well. Yeah, I think so. His resistance is quite low, but I might be able to glyph that up a bit higher. And even a little bit of resistance can be really good for Hydra. You could send him down the support tree either. I'm not sending him down because lasting gifts, I don't think it's that essential. He puts out a shield. He puts out continuous heal. Extending continuous heal is really good. Extending the shield, his shield's not strong enough. And then extending his debuffs, he does decrease attack, but it's on a short cooldown. I don't think we need to extend it. So I'm going to get him more healing and shielding. Going to get him less damage from AoE attacks, sure. Going to get him Resurgent if he gets hit. We'll get him Delay Death. I will get him Retribution, chance to counterattack, I think is actually quite nice. And definitely for Arena, Cycle of Revenge could be a really good option here. That actually could be very, very strong. That might be worth considering. Deterrence is also a good option. I am going to give him Cycle of Revenge. And then we could, for Arena, we could give him Shadow Heal. It's not a terrible option at all. I think for this, I do think throwing out the Leech is quite nice. He does the Fear. He does do a Fear. Alternatively, Solidarity is also not bad. Make his shield and his continuous heal give a bit more resistance. That's not bad either. We will give him the Fear. I think that's the most useful thing for most players, right? Chance to put out the Leech when he does his Fear. Bit more healing, bit more survivability. And I do think that, again, probably the most useful thing here is that Shadow Heal. Bloodthirst, when he kills an enemy, could be okay. I think Shadow Heal is probably going to be the way to go. Not the best option for Hydra, but I think probably the best for, like, overall stuff. So I think that's a good general build for Death Knight. I think he's looking strong. I think he looks nice. He's got good... I didn't mean to X off him. Use editing software to cut the video. Wait, what do you mean I can't? Because we're recording on a phone. Oh, no. Don't have time for this. We got holiday to do. Yeah, it's looking solid, I think. You got 40k HP, 3k defense. This stuff is going to go up when his gear's rolled up. He's going to be maybe 50, 60k HP, maybe 3.5k defense right now, which is all right. Probably like to get him up to 4k. We might switch it. Speed's a bit low. The crit rate's going to be maybe over-indexed when we roll up the gloves, but that's fine. Accuracy is good. Resistance, not too much. So he's looking, you know, pretty solid support type build. What I think we do for a quick test here, throw him into Arena. Sure, we'll hit this first team. So this is my Harvest Jack team. I think I'm covering the mic. This is my Harvest Jack team I've been using. Let's take out Harvest Jack, who isn't a bolster set. Let's put in Ultimate Death Knight. And let's see how it goes. He's unbooked and everything, but that doesn't really matter. I'm kind of curious to see what he's going to do and what his animations are. We'll start on auto and we'll just go. Just go. Let's do it. We can watch the loading screen together. This is good. Phone loading screen. So we've got a nice shield on. 2 awesome to die kicking in. Now this is the part where he might start to take some big hits. Oh yeah, he goes down. Taken out right there. Bit too squishy with that decreased defense on to survive. Luckily we take these guys down. Arbiter will probably revive them. So that was kind of nasty right there. We might need to look at reaction accessories for him to survive in that Go Second arena, just because we're at this sort of level of arena. Unfortunately, I don't have a Duchess instead of Brogni. That would make it really good. Oh, kill Arbiter, not her. Oh no, he's been frozen. Well, we could sit through this fight, but there's no point seeing his ultimate Death Knight's dead. Let's try it in a different fight. So definitely reaction accessories. I'd say initial impressions look to be really important. Let's try this one to try keep him alive. I think even if his stuff is rolled up, he's still going to die there if he gets crit. So he needs reaction or Stone Skin for arena. I just don't want to build him in Stone Skin because I think most people don't have Stone Skin. So here we go. Big hit comes in. He took that one fine. Let's target Arbiter because that's the one we want to die. We get a shield on. We're going to get the counterattack. Okay, that looks ridiculous. Oh, we killed them all. Okay, yeah, okay, never mind. We did kill them all. Well, you got to do a counterattack. I thought that team would last longer. Here we go. Let's try against this Trunda Hegemon. I want to see him do more stuff. The problem is he's really slow right now, so he's not really getting many moves in. But yeah, I think this is overall a decent sort of first look here at Ultimate Death Knight. Bam, he comes in with the counterattack. He's doing some damage, nothing crazy, but it's okay. Hopefully, we didn't get in for the cleanse. Oh, look at that. From the Trunda hit right there, you see, because her second hit is her AoE, the second hit is actually a single target attack against everyone. So our boy Ultimate Death Knight actually absorbed every single one. That is why I think Stone Skin's important. I definitely feel like having done this testing right here, that when you look at that Trunda damage right there, that was so much damage going to Ultimate Death Knight. I feel like you need to run in with a Reviver, or he needs to be in Stone Skin. He might even lose all the Stone Skin. It might even all get broken. But I think he's probably going to just die from that redirection, right? No matter what, in arena. So it might be worth it. Now, he helped the rest of our team stay alive. That Trunda wasn't able to kill the rest of my team, partially because of Ultimate Death Knight. The bolster set, the passive kicking in, it did protect people in a pretty big way, and that is cool. But anyway, we'll do a proper test of him the next time. That is my approach to building champions. Oh, and by the way, the final thing I suppose to say is I mentioned I only ascend, especially legendaries during CVC now. I will also only book him during CVC. I don't have enough silver, but I've got my books saved up, ready to go. So I will book him out. He wasn't unbooked right there. It didn't matter because he didn't really get to do. He just sort of died, right? But I will book him up then during CVC as well. But yeah, that's Ultimate Death Knight. I think he's looking actually pretty exciting. Yeah, definitely interested to see how he's going to perform in like Bolster in general, if I'll get him in reaction. And then if that doesn't work, we can try him in Stone Skin. I think he'd still be really good in Stone Skin because he's got a lot of healing on his A3. We'll see. But there you go. That is sort of my process, my thought process, how I do it, the different steps. Let me know what you think. How are you building your Ultimate Death Knights? And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.